in MSI, and Huni certainly has plenty of practice against it, but has never been a big pick in career. The only person to pick it was Ixu for a couple of games. On 17, quickly 18 minutes, yeah.
Now Crown, though, going to be posturing forward here on to Faker. Over the wall comes Ambition. Doesn't land the cocoon, but it doesn't matter. The damage is there. They take
19 minutes.
Oh, for sure, it's been spectacular by them. There's going to be a really deep TP into the backside here from Cube, but already Faker getting locked down. So much CC, still has not died yet. The Wild Growth doing wonders to keep him alive, but now it's going to be Cube joining in the fight with the charge. Dives straight into the back line onto Wolf, has that bear trap on a rope, pulls him back in.
Advantage on the rim. Although SKT are fighting this
Freecs going low. That's going to be the taunt connecting in onto Ambition, locking him up. That's going to be the Dragon going over to Peanut. So bye-bye, perfect game. Goes up, must come down, and Ambition gets locked up. First kill on the board for SK.
The red side jungle. This is where they need to make their pick.
Cocoon not quite going to connect there. That's going to be the grasping roots here for JJ, and Crown just comes up with the kill. Almost
person was Peanut. Peanut is dead. SKT going to give up the Baron. Textbook Baron play from Samsung. So many teams worldwide struggle with Baron control, but they knew it's pretty oppressive for them to deal with, but the control ward sticking.
Oh, Chain of Corruption coming through as Ruler joins in the bottom side of the map, has that blade of Rim King with the proc. They take him down, and all that is lost is stick around, looking for 2 inhibitors taken.
Yeah, not able to finish off the inhibitor, but remounted finally is Cuvée. Bang caught by the size of shove.
Coon comes forward, finds Huni, threaded volley, ripping through him yet again. Flash forward, that's going to be the Q. Out from Ambition, comes up with the execution. Now Peanut going forward, looking for a kill on the ground, flashes away, ace in the hole there. Ambition not body blocking. Was worried about himself trying to stay alive, but the rest of the team is joined in. Ruler rotates up with a Help Core. JJ comes up with a double kill for the Zyra. Second inhib going to go down. That's 40 seconds on Peanut. Wolf Dead's just banging Faker. Do they just go for the finish right here? It's 29.5 minutes in.
I think they're going to Achilles. They're trying to finish the game, teleport into a minion as well.
Keeping him alive as long as they possibly can here as Cuvée rejoins the fray. First turret getting ready to fall. Now the minions pushing in from the bottom side of the map. Super Creeps getting ready to come in, powered by Baron. Cuvée dashing forward, trying to get on top of Faker. Just so much damage with the cleave coming out. Now going back in, the root landing in on the Bang, but they're not worried about the kills. They just want the finish right here. Nexus now exposed, 30 minutes in. Wolf rejoining. Can they do anything to turn this one around? Shockwave comes out, but it's too little too late. The damage is done. Samsung, 30-minute victory over. Oh,
there's a return of a favorite from Cuvée. I was wondering if he would go back
the wall now
to a blasting plan.
That could come back through.
This is the most action you could ever hope over.
Yeah, I know. Jumping in, Peanut going low. Doesn't have the flash, and over the wall. It's going to be first blood going over the crowd. Now Huni flashing away. Cuvée doesn't quite have the timing down on the hook shot.
Still 5
seconds. 5 seconds, yeah. I mean, he could chase this one out and still get some damage down, but the kill pressure is just not going to be there without at least the level 2. But first blood over to Crown. Certainly not the way that SKT wanted things to go, and Peanut is going to be set very far back in his jungle. But maybe Ambition will as well. Never mind! You know,
Gallia ultimate going top.
Oh yeah, the jumping in here, that's going to be the ultimate coming down from Cuvée. Takes the hook shot out back onto the turret. Can they finish him off? So he might be going down in the meantime to the bottom side of the map. That's going to be a kill coming through here as Crown takes out Bang. Peanut falls to the top. That 1v3 scenario. Cuvée still comes up with the kill, and now Samsung poised to get this first brick yet again.
Ambition's pretty low here. He's going to take at least a single turret shot.
Oh, Grasping Roots barely going to miss. Turret shots being exchanged from both sides. The flash forward comes through from Ruler and Ambition. Is it going to be? It's going to be Faker picking it up.
And meanwhile,
yeah, TP coming in the backside. Huni still very low, throws down that equalizer, but they just turn straight in onto him. Piercing arrow not going to connect. They managed to take down Ruler, but they. Deep TP
he's got the ultimate, and there's no turret.
The backside, Cuvée jumps over the wall, locks in onto Bang. Peanut nearby, but still level 5. Piercing arrow comes through. Might not even need the ultimatum. Flashes forward just to get that final hit in, and now Peanut in a bad spot. Blast Cone is available. Ambition pops it, kind of knocks himself away. Samsung still on the chase, stun comes through in onto Faker. They leap over the wall. Ultimatum now used to lock him up. The shields come down, but there's just nothing more that he can do. Faker falls. 2 more kills picked up.
Ambition's favorites from the jungle was the Gragas. That's why we saw it as a possibility.
Oh, that straight line flash there from Ruler, but still in a decent spot because that equalizer not on top of him. But Peanut going to change that up. Now Hero's entrance coming through for Faker, arriving in, but the double stun comes through. Huni going low, gets taken out by Crown in the end, and now Faker locked up with the Chain of Corruption. Has to
to enter an extended lane.
Let's see, how much damage can Crown deal to Faker? First, he's got to land some of these skill shots, but here
does
goes
he?
Juve here to lock him down. Hextech Ultimatum comes through. Faker pops the Grand Shield, but still will get taken out in the end.
Well, you don't need...
Also, I'm also remembering my nostalgia, but now Ambition going in, gets a casket on the Bang, flashes away, but still just so much follow-up here. He will go down, and Ambition fire. Again, another Ash Arrow coming down, does lock up Rulu this time, but he's got the QSS to keep himself safe. Tries to kite back, TP coming in from above. Chain of Corruption comes down, including flashing forward. Feel a bit frisky down, Faker goes in, massive taunt, locking up multiple members of Samsung, but they're still kiting back. Peanut going low, gets taken out by the explosive cast from Ambition. And now, the rest of SKT have to kite back, try to get out of here safely. Dubé comes over the wall, gets a lockdown in on the...
SKT, no information till now about the Baron.
Now the word comes down, the Baron has already been taken, and it looks like Samsung will be able to exit safely. Side here. Faker tossing out the Winds of War, just trying to clear out as much as he can, but now being jumped on by multiple members. Still very tanky. Ash Arrow comes through, locks up Crown. Doesn't quite have the cleanse. It's about to become available now. Redemption coming through to get a little bit more damage. Now dead. Sprinting his way in with the help of Bang, comes up with the kill. Massive Strangledorns pops up there for JJ, locking up Bang and Wolf from pushing further forward. But Cube, he's already exposed the inhibitor on the bottom side of the map, but he's going to be able to take this out.
Nothing Rumble can do. Only can walk over when respawns are coming in, but for now, no. Is really all they can hope for.
Q-Face still desperately trying, has that hook shot to take him out to safety. He's pushing forward, lands on one rocket for the slow, and now Wolf is just about here for the tether. He'll be able to lock him down. Q-Face, can he make it out of here alive?
Nice from Wolf.
Gets the stun in the air from Wolf, denying the leap over the wall. Q-Face still goes low, but now Crown arriving, turns it around on his head, takes out Huni. Unleash power down onto Bang, who's still desperately trying to kite back. Looks like he might be able to stay alive, at least for the moment. TP being burned out here by Faker, a double kill over to Crown, and Peanut goes down. TP has to be canceled out. The Galio not going to be able to offer up anything.
The next level from Wolf looked great, smart to interrupt the hook shot, but just ended up inviting more kills and maybe even the ending of the game.
It's certainly starting to look that way. 20 seconds still out here on Huni as the second inhibitor is about to go down here in the top side. Faker and Bang, the last vestiges of hope of SKT at this moment on this push, and Samsung, they're going in for the victory, focusing out this first turret already, about to go down. The second one, a half HP. Cube doing so much work with the Trinity Force. They pop Bang out of the fountain. They take him down. They lock up Faker with the Hextech Ultimatum. Nexus now exposed. Samsung, yet again, about 30 minutes on the clock, will be taking down SK Telecom for the 2-0 victory.
They're trying to mop up some kills. Will they be able to delay it here, though, SKT? The answer to that is certainly going to be no. Peanut trying to make a heroic entrance, but they can't have a real one. Galio's dead, and Peanut is just another kill onto Samsung. 420 blaze it for Samsung Galaxy. They win the game. They win 2.